morning to ya! It's a cold one in Chicago. Gonna be taking you to New York City this morning. Lots happening. Lots happening. It's lots of suspense. Lots of suspense going on in the migrant world. My gosh, I can't make this stuff up. It is January 10th, 2024. Come on in and let's get the show on the road. We got some great videos for you today. I thought Chicago was messed up. My gosh, New York City is just out of this world. You're not going to believe this, folks. Not going to believe this. Not going to believe this. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up. We got some soothing sounds on the radio here. What's this called? This is called Love or Lust. Gotta love it. Love or Lust. We got Valentine's Day just down the bend. Hope you're getting ready for Valentine's Day. Let me bring the music down. We'll get the show on the road. Okay, folks, so there you go. There you go. So we got as I said, we got a good show for you today. Let's start out with
enter and leave the station.
Yo. Yo.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Oh my God.
audio's out. My audio's out. Oh no, I hope you guys saw that. I don't know, these audio buttons get all screwed up all the time. Okay, so Chicago's been out of the cycle. I just showed you a guy that I've heard of people having crabs. This guy had rats. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll show that one maybe at the end of the show. That was disgusting, wasn't it? Oh man, gives me the willies just thinking about it. So Chicago, we got about 3-4 inches of snow. It's starting to get cold. We're going into the polar vortex. The cold front's coming through the next couple of days. We're going to be down to like 0 come Sunday, and they're forecasting another big snowstorm Saturday and Sunday. So migrants aren't feeling good about that. Here's one There's one right here that's got shorts on and stockings. The room, I did my video yesterday. The room at the inn is full. They're using warming buses to house several hundred, like 500 of these people, because they have no place to put them, which to me, that just sounds, there should be some place, an armory, some place they should be able to put these people, but they're sticking them on buses, and that's not a good situation because they probably got to use diesel buses, and they're just sitting there, and you get the fumes, and there's like all these people together, and people are getting sick. It's this is why you don't want to come to Chicago in the middle of the winter, folks. Why do these people do this? It's beyond my imagination on why anyone would want to come to Chicago in the winter. All right, so let's play this video. This kind of tells you where we're at yesterday and today with the migrants.
Dressed in jean shorts and tube socks, this new arrival is shivering as he and others are getting
Yeah,
a good
bring your
taste
shorts
of the
when you come to
winter.
Chicago.
There are about 280 migrants at the city's landing zone, packed into warming buses, waiting for shelter as the cold rain pours down.
Of course, it's not ideal. I don't think they were meant to be a permanent solution. The city, I know, is struggling to find available beds. And
Andre Gordillo's organization, New Life Centers, is assisting the city in welcoming the new arrivals. They are all given.
New Life Centers, this church, I did several weeks ago, did a video on them on kind of shady church. They, for some reason, they had a lot of new clothing and strollers and all sorts of stuff. I think they're technically a government NGO at this point for Chicago, folks.
In a coat, warm clothing, and a blanket, but nothing more.
for now, as they wait for beds to open up, we can't be providing 3 jackets and 4 blankets because storage becomes an issue.
And there is no spare room on the buses.
These are the warming buses that people are living in them, and maybe that's like a YouTube thing, right? They should be videotaping themselves living in a bus, right? They could start their own YouTube channel with this stuff.
Jose Angel Farias has been living on one for 3 days.
Again, now we're going to have some interviews with people that don't speak English.
He's worried about the health of his 2-year-old daughter. Farias says there are some people on the buses with fevers. He says, we do not have the means for a medical emergency. The buses are super crowded. There is not room for one more person. Farias says sleeping at night on the bus is almost impossible.
So I guess he was expecting his own bus. I thought it's like a tour, like he's a rock star, like my Born of Osiris friends. He thought he was a rock star and he deserved his own bus. I didn't get it here in Chicago.
Families, specifically single women and children, are the first to be placed in a shelter. Single men are the last. Some have been living at the landing zone for several days. 21-year-old Andres Cusayo says, although the bus is uncomfortable, at least it gives you a little warmth. The landing zone may get some relief.
Let's go back on. Does that guy have like 2 hats on? Or that looks like 2 hats. That's not even 1 hat. He's so cold, he's wearing 2 different stocking caps. Oh, it kills me.
Gives you a little warmth. The landing zone may get some relief by week's end. The long-awaited state shelter at a former Little Village CVS
Finally
is
getting the
scheduled to
tents
open
up.
soon.
We got a
And a
video
new
about
shelter
tents
comes just in
coming up.
time for migrants to experience a Chicago winter in January. Single digits are expected early next week. Watch break.
Welcome to Chicago, migrants. Welcome to Chicago. Let me get this.
Have you considered going solar in
queued up for you guys? Okay, so now we're heading to New York City, and this is a long video, but I don't know if you heard. They're having a nor'easter come to New York City, so they've got their big tent on a place called Floyd Bennett Field, and that's an old airport and Naval Air Force training station in New York City. specifically in lower Brooklyn. So it's in one of the boroughs there, and they've been utilizing that for tents for like 2,000 people. It's out in the middle of nowhere, but it becomes a problem when you get high winds, and I guess it's prone to flooding. They knew it wasn't an ideal place, but the government, Joe Bergen, gave the land to them to use, so they didn't look a gift horse in the mouth. Well, with the nor'easters coming in and the high winds, they had to relocate 2,000 people yesterday, and they had to commandeer a high school to put these people and evacuate these tents because they didn't think the tents were 100% safe. So let's listen to this video, and maybe they'll come and commandeer your house and put migrants in it. That's coming next, I think.
The migrant shelter at Floyd Bennett Field.
They've been temporarily relocated to James Madison High School in Sheepshead Bay. That's where Fox 5 Jessica Formoso joins us live right now. Jess, have you been able to talk to anyone impacted by this?
Good evening, Natasha and Steve. Yes, I have. I spoke to a few migrants that have arrived here. Now, we arrived just before 4 p.m. and we saw some families standing outside the high school. Of course, it was already raining at the time. Then they were allowed inside, and they tell us that they came on their own. They were notified that they had to leave Floyd Bennett Fields just a few hours ago. Now, take a look at this video. This is from over there, from the fields. This is when we saw the migrants leaving Floyd Bennett Field. The reason they had to evacuate is because of the storm. A spokesperson for City Hall telling Fox 5 that due to an updated forecast, including the high winds tonight, this relocation is what they're calling a proactive measure being taken out of an abundance of caution to ensure the safety and well-being of individuals working and living at the center. Now, we are talking about almost 2,000 migrants who will have to evacuate the field. According to the...
It's not too bad by Chicago standards. They're able to use umbrellas. When it gets windy in Chicago, you can't use an umbrella. I mean, but here they're seems like they're using umbrellas.
Migrants here at James Madison High School. Buses will start transporting folks from the field to the high school starting at around 5 p.m. Some decided to come on their own, though, because they say it's going to be chaos, the amount of people that need to get on a bus in order to get here. The migrants were supposed to arrive at the high school after school programs concluded for the day, but that has not been the case. We saw migrants and their families going into the building way before children were dismissed. One parent telling us off camera that their child's practice was canceled because of this. That said, this location is what the city is calling a respite shelter just for tonight. However, the people we spoke to tell us that this was last minute. They do understand why they're coming here, but they say it's a bit of a mess. And of course, even
to say the least, it's a little bit of a mess. It's a big mess, folks, getting bigger.
in a messier situation because of the rain and the storm.
Es incómodo para nosotros porque
It's
Another interview, another classic interview.
uncomfortable for us. The kids are in school. We have to pull them out to come here. This weather gets the kids sick. Let's see how it goes. I just want to find a job so we can be stable. We found out about all this about an hour and a half ago. Now, according to the city, the migrants will only be staying here tonight. The DOE says they will be out of the high school before school starts tomorrow. However, the DOE says that at the request of the principal, the high school will go remote on Wednesday.
As many of you have heard, the City Hall just put out a statement that this evening we will be evacuating for the night the families with children that are out at Floyd Bennett Field. We are doing this out of an abundance of caution because of the high winds.
Now, a number of parents showed up here to the school. They didn't want to talk to us on camera. Off camera, they tell us that they are angry, very upset. They were never notified about what was happening here. They tell us they called the school, and that's when they confirmed that, yes, indeed, migrants were going to be coming here to the high school. They're just upset because they say, how can it be that they're telling us, the news media, that no migrants would be going into the building until the children were dismissed, but we did see some of the families who arrived here on their own already go inside. And I also want to tell you guys and point out that right now, a lot of police here. There is a lot of police here, a lot of also private security here, and we're starting to see barricades going up. So we do expect parents to show up around 6 o'clock. I was told that they will be rallying as the migrants are coming off the buses. That's the latest we have here from Brooklyn tonight. I'm Jessica Formoso, Fox 5 News. Natasha and Steve, back to both of you inside.
All right, Jess.
So there you have it, the craziness. I mean, look, we're treating these people like they're the president of some country. Yet, if you go back to this video, here's somebody, here's a homeless person, and we're not giving this person here anything. Look at the conditions that this person is living in the subway, right? It just seems like two different types of justice here. We got people from some other country who are here illegally, right? They are illegals. They are in our country illegally. They broke our laws to get here, and we're like rolling out the red carpet for them. Yet we got this guy here who could use a nice place to live, and he's living with rats. Okay, I'm gonna play this one more time for you. This is just utterly, it's repulsive here. Repulsive.
Yo. Yo.
Oh my God.
So, when I put it in that context, folks, you gotta agree with me that the migrants shouldn't be here. We need to get rid of them. We shouldn't be treating them with like kings and queens and a little humanity, right? Put them in a tent. If the tent blows over, hey, so be it. You're evacuating high schools for people. That's not right. Find some other place. Put them in a garage somewhere. You know, right? You got buses. You got garages for buses. Put them in those garages or whatever. You shouldn't be impacting Americans' lives for this. We should not be impacting Americans for this, folks. That's my thought. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to end here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Check out all of our content. We've been putting out some new content. We got some interviews that we've done. Got some new shorts out there for Susie Q slots. Like, share, and subscribe. We got lots of content, more than just migrants out there. So we got some great quality content on this channel. Glad that you guys could join us. Like, share, subscribe. DJ Wonder Chrissy for Migrant Mayhem. Over.